The Bird Box is a horror movie directed by Susan Bear, and right off the bat, after watching it, I realized that it's very similar to A Quiet Place because in both movies, a monster that kills people. In A Quiet Place, if you make a sound, the monster hears you and it comes to get you. In a Bird Box, if you open your eyes and you see the monster, you automatically die, like you kill yourself and you die. Um, and I'm gonna refer to the creature or the monster in a bird box as a monster, but we don't really know what it is at all. So I'm just gonna refer to it as a monster. Um, and in a bird box, the monster isn't really fleshed out. There's very little backstory or to like where it came from. Like it's hinted that it's biological warfare that brought it about, but that didn't seem very likely because like of who can really create a monster. Like no country has that in their arsenal, so that just didn't seem likely. And there are like a few plot holes I think in the movie because some people, if they take off their blindfold and they see the creature, they're able to survive. Like some people are immune to it, while majority of people aren't. But that fraction of people who are immune to it were never like given the explanation as to why they're able to see the monster and not automatically die. And that just left me very confused. Like after that became obvious to me, definitely had me scratching my head. And another thing is that in Bird Box, we never really see the monster at all. Outside of a few scenes where you have dark shadows and a few fluttering leaves, we never get a glimpse of the monster, what it looks like, and it's really just left up to the audience's imagination. And that lack of like viewing the monster, it really creates a monster that's very flat and two dimensional. And a movie where the monster is at the center stone of the movie, the monster has to be three dimensional. It needs to have a backstory. It needs to be fleshed out. We need to know what's going on. The audience needs to know what's going on. It needs to make sense. In a bird box, like that wasn't the case. I was just very confused every time the monster came. But outside of that aspect of the film, the plot and the characters were very good, like A pluses. A lot of familiar faces in the cast. You have MGK, Sarah Paulson, Sandra Bullock as lead actress, which she does a tremendous job. You have that one guy from Get Out. I think his name is hold on, Lil Ray Howery. I hope I'm saying his name correctly, but he had a lot of comedic relief. And yeah, MGK's in the film, which is pretty funny. He has a few lines, but doesn't really say much. But it was just funny to kind of see him in there. And the plot is like definitely like a roller coaster the minute you hit play. There's a lot of plot twists. It's nonstop action. It's heart racing, and you're constantly saying to yourself like, "What? Like, did that just happen?" So I really like that aspect of the plot. But together the plot and the cast weren't enough to save the film for me. Which is why if I had to rate a Bird Box like 1 to 10, I'd probably give like a 6, like a 6.5, slightly above average. And the reason why it would be given that rating is because again the monster, in a film where the monster is at the centerpiece of it, the monster needs to have three dimensions. It needs to be fleshed out, and that wasn't the case in a Bird Box. It just felt flat, which is very unfortunate. But other than that, though, I would still recommend the Bird Box to like a casual like Netflix watcher. If they're home like on a weekend or like on a Friday, definitely worth the watch. It wouldn't be worth the watch if it was in theaters and you had to go spend like $20 for a ticket for it. But just for the casual watcher, I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, that concludes my review for Bird Box. Thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews. Thanks.